So if you saw my story yesterday, you might know that I got some new shoes in, which is pretty exciting. And it's actually 3 different shoes of the same model, but with different cushion levels, which is super interesting. So this is the Bahe Revive, and it's the new version of the Revive. I'm going to do a quick overview here. I've actually got the old versions right in front of me as well, so we can do a quick comparison. So we've got the Endurance coming in at 22mm in stack height. We've got the Adapt coming in at 14mm in stack height, and then we've got the Flex coming in at 10mm of stack height. And if you don't know what stack height is, you can pretty much see it here. So it's the amount of cushioning and outsole underneath the foot, and this drastically changes the feel of the shoes. And as a quick comparison, the old Revive, or the Revive Original, came in at about 14mm. So as you can see here, the uppers are all exactly the same. They use the same overlays, the same heel, the same eyelets for the lacing, the same everything. And putting these on, it's actually a really nice feel, and even a little bit more elevated when compared with the original here. And I found the heel to be the biggest difference. So the heel on the original Revive was a little bit stiffer. I had a bit of rubbing at the start until I got the lacing right. This one is a lot more flexible, I found, and I think it's because they've dropped the heel counter here a little bit lower, just allows it to be a bit more flexible, and it just feels more flexible throughout the forefoot as well and over the midfoot. So super comfortable on the first impressions. So it's worth noting that all of these outsoles are still completely grounded. So there's electrical connectivity from the ground up into your foot, and that's connected through the insole as well. So you can see that the outsoles are very similar. The lug depth is about 2.5mm. So you can see that they've had to change the outsole and the midsole a little bit on the 22mm, the Endurance, just to help with that flexibility in the forefoot a bit more. But obviously, we need to try these other models and other stack heights because they do have applicability. So if you're just starting out in zero drop, jumping into a 22mm would be a lot easier than jumping straight into a 10mm cushioned shoe. So for example, if I was going for speed, then I like a cushioned shoe because you don't have to worry as much about how you plant your feet. Also, that can help lengthen your stride. So quite interesting there. But if I'm really wanting to train my barefoot strength, then I'm going to go for the lowest stack height possible. And you can just step down these when and if needed. As for the fit of these shoes, well, I still felt they were quite similar to the original. So they were a little bit deeper in there, a little bit wider in that forefoot as well. You can see the original was quite nicely squared off. It looks pretty similar in these new versions too. Right, I'm gonna get these on my feet now and try them all out, give a good comparison between the 3 different models and the different cushion levels.